Well, Lawrence, it's good to see you.
Nice to see you again.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
You have such a remarkable story, and I really want you to share it with us today. How you went from living on the streets, being homeless, to being your own homeowner.
While living on the streets for several years, with struggling with alcohol and drug addiction problems,
Sure.
which is the root reason why I was on living on the streets. And I was in and out of jail during that period of time for several misdemeanors, nothing very serious. And I think I was about my 11th or 12th year living on the streets. I started questioning the why am I living like this, and why am I working menial work today, paid today jobs to support my habits, and because I couldn't maintain a regular job at that time, I just wasn't physically able to and mentally able to. I didn't want to maintain a regular full-time job while I was living on the streets.
And that was due to your addiction.
Yes, because of my addiction, and my addiction was telling me work today, pay today, and then do what I do today.
Okay.
So, like I was saying, over the course of the years, uh, I was getting just tired of living that way, being powerless over the situations that I was living in, no choice in the matter at certain times of where I was to eat, to take a bath, shower, and all of that.
So, what brought you to Rains?
Prosecutor and the probation officer down there asked me, did I want to help myself? So, and then at that time, I didn't think very much of it, and I just blew by the question. And then by that Friday, I just thought about it. Met with her after I finished my community service that day. So she explained to me that if she would make arrangements for me to go to Harbor Light, and asked me would I go, and I said yes, I would go. And so the next day, I did my community service hours. She had made arrangements, and she left me 2 bus tickets to get to Harbor Light, and that was the beginning of where I'm at now. And I enrolled in their programs. First, I had to do detox. Then I moved into the other program, and then while I was there, I was seeking employment. So I ended up with a part-time job through Goodwill, and I worked that job, and then they placed me at Gleaner's Food Bank for my assignment. So I was working there, and after about 6 months doing it, they asked me would I consider becoming hired full time,
Oh, okay.
and I said yes. So after about 9 months, I talked with William Clayton, the counselor that was there at the Harbor Light, and I was explained to him that I think I'm time for me to move on.
Sure. Okay.
So he said, "What about Lucille Rains? It's independent living. You're in your own studio room. You know, all these places have rules and regulations, but this is one of the places where you can come and go, work a job, and you're almost on your own."
So, once you got here now, how did Rains help you to establish your own home?
So I just went to every meeting here for maybe my first 2 or 3 months. I went to all the meetings that were held in house. Then I got to socialize and mingle and meet new friends. And then I started to go to outside meetings. And then I met my sponsor here at a Saturday night meeting. And after I met him, I started attending the Fourth Dimensions group up at the Carvel Club on Thursday nights. And then I also took on the secretary of the Saturday night AA meeting in the building because I always felt that while I'm living here, I should be connected to one meeting in-house in the building where you stay at, which would be helpful for the new residents coming in and just to support the meetings in the building.
Right.
So
right.
I supported the Saturday night 8 o'clock AA meeting.
Okay.
And I was the secretary of that meeting and then I was the GSR, General Service Representative for that meeting also.
Okay. Okay. So how did that lead you into being a homeowner?
Okay, well, after being here for several years,
Okay.
I was always contemplating, when is it time to go? Am I taking up a bed space someone else should need? Because I've got the program down, I know what to do, I know how to do all the right things.
Sure.
And so I talked with my sponsor, and he said, yes, you need to slowly graduate and move out, move myself out of the situation and let someone else that's in need use the bed and utilize the services that are offered here. So I wasn't thinking about it. So I began to just mill around and look at apartments and that kind of stuff. And I have a friend that I met through the Saturday night meeting,
Mm-hmm.
and he's a veteran, and he was in the program in HVAC. And he said, man, you need to sign up for a Habitat for Humanity house. So maybe another 3 months later, he said, man, you need to do this. You need to do this.
Mm-hmm.
So we was going to the casino that night. And he said, man, you're going to stick money in the machine, go get you a money order and apply for the housing. And then after reviewing and investigating the rents that was being charged, I decided, well, I have nothing to lose. So he stopped. I got a money order, completed it, filled out the little application that went with it. And I didn't think anything about it, mailed it in. And about 30 days later, I received a letter from them saying that I was accepted into their program.
That is wonderful.
And
Wonderful.
I didn't know what to expect after I got accepted. So I was very raw after being accepted into the program. And it entailed 12 weeks of in-house classes that I had to attend, and I had to put sweat equity into building my own home.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And you were able to manage all of this with your lodging here at Rains.
Yes, and
working.
While living here, I was able to do my Tuesday night classes.
Okay.
And while working, my job made accommodations for me so I could put in my sweat equity.
Well, your story is such a fantastic story, and it gives hope to those individuals who are still trying to find their way in life's journey.
Yes.
Lawrence, thank you so much for
You're
sharing
welcome.
with us today.
You're welcome.
Be blessed.
I will be.
We invite you to partner with all of us at Lucille Rains Residence in helping to achieve our capital campaign goal to build this new elevator and add ADA accessibility. Your gift will help to secure a legacy of life change and empowerment in thousands of men and women in the years ahead.